took the test in 1999, recommendation of my father, who actually served 32 years as a New York City police officer. And he just didn't want me to get on that job, so took the test. And then best friend of mine was with the anticipation of me passing the test and getting on the list. Really want to know when I was getting the call, and unfortunately he passed away September 11, 2001 in the Trade Center. He worked in Cantor Fitzgerald, and just he was my motivation to really get on a job and see it through, become a fireman.
It's a funny story. I didn't at first. My buddy called me up and said that he wanted me to take the test with him. And I was like, dude, it's not something I ever plan on being, you know? So as a favor, I said, yeah, all right, I'll take the test. Turns out we got the same exact score. And he was my best friend, so I was like, that's great, you know, let's go through it together. So we, exact same score we got, so went through the whole process together. He ended up staying with the cops. I came into here, and I still break his chops saying he made the wrong choice.
Basically, just wanting to help people. Before this, I was a Marine, so you know, I just feel like it was my life calling to help people, pretty much.
Well, it sounded exciting at that time, and I wanted to help people. And I took the test while I was still on a Navy destroyer in Boston. I studied hard and I got the job, and I'm very glad I did.
I've been on for 12 and a half years, and I'd have to say, if I could describe them, fast. 12 and a half years goes snap of a finger. You know, it's just, there's never a bad day at work.
I've been a firefighter for a little over 2 years, and it's been pretty good. You know, learning a lot from the guys, from the senior guys that work in the house, and just learning a lot from the emergencies and runs that we go on.
Well, this is my 30th year. It's been a good ride. Enjoyed all my time on the job. I'm very thankful and blessed to have this opportunity.
It'll be 9 years in August. I started in 2007, and it's gone real fast. I still can't believe it'll be 9 years. It's just incredible to me for me to say that, but it's been a lot of fun.
Feeling a fight in a fire is it's pure adrenaline. You get the call for a fire, you respond. Once it's confirmed that it is a fire, you're going to work, man. You're just really doing what you trained, you know, every day for. You drill on, carry out your positions, and basically just try to make a bad situation better.
It's an adrenaline rush. But you know, as long as everyone comes home, you know, it's a good one. But it's definitely an adrenaline rush.
It depends on what you're doing, but for the most part, you're just thinking about what you're doing. You know what your job is. You got a lot of adrenaline going through you, but at the same time, you're trying to stay calm and just basically think about what you got to do.
One memory that stands out to me would be our first day in the firehouse. Just coming into the firehouse, meeting the new people, meeting everyone else, and just the uncertainty, not knowing what I was walking into, and just being anxious and nervous at the same time.
The attacks on September 11th of 2001, it was terrible, full of devastation and death, and that'll never leave my mind. Just looking out over the area that used to be this World Trade Center. But the fire department of New York saved many lives. I heard 25,000 lives. It's the greatest fire department in the greatest city, of the greatest nation on earth.
Probably an old lady. We went to a fire. We were first due. Our boss went into the apartment and he found, doing a search, he found an old lady on the floor. She was passed out. Brought her out into the hallway, and I was kind of just like freelancing, I guess, at the time. So I could do control, and I was helping with the stretch, and she was laying on the floor, and she didn't look good, but I knew how to bring her downstairs, so I picked her up, and the guys joke around because I said I carried her like a bride. And I brought her downstairs, and she wasn't looking good, but I started doing CPR on her, and she started coming around. I could see she coughed a little bit, and then CFR engine came around, started helping me out, and then EMS got there, and I was really concerned, wondering if she made it or not. Found out later that she did. She made it, and she had a full recovery. And I was pretty happy about that. I got her downstairs to EMS pretty quick. So that's something I'm always proud about.
One memory for me, I guess, is my first memory getting my assignment in the academy, and walking into the firehouse, you know, with your hands filled with pastries and cookies, and meeting the guys, and you know, kind of just being accepted, knowing that, you know, you trained and worked so hard for that moment. Your nerves are through the roof, and you just show up, you go through emotions, and they show you around, and you know, it's kind of nice to feel like you've accomplished the academy, and you know, you're onto something that's talked about as the greatest job in the world, and you know, you're it now. Every day in the firehouse is just a great day. It's a lot of fun. It's your home away from home. You're here with your family, the brotherhood, and you know, it's just a good time.